Hi everyone, I'm continuing to work on our journal Atlas Botanica. I'm working on the cover and decorating a few pages. I thought you might like to come along. Okay, well I'm working on the cover still. I've remember I covered it with some fabric. I put a piece of card over that. I'm going to put a pocket there, and then one of the masterboard cards that I made, I've placed that on the back cover. So I want to make a pocket here with one of these background papers, but I've just printed it on photocopy paper, so I'm going to glue it to a piece of card, and I'll have enough to go around the edge like that, and perhaps over that edge just to neaten it off, and then that'll be enough to stick it to the card here, just to make a little hinge either side. So I'll do that. The other thing I'm going to do with the cover is, I really don't like this. I put it on and I thought it was okay, but the more I've lived with it, the more I don't like it. So I'm going to cover it with, I've got this sort of cheeseclothy fabric, and it's sort of similar colours to the pattern there. So I'm going to stitch that on. It's in 2 halves, but that won't matter. We have to use up all our scraps, don't we? So I'm going to, I may neaten that. So I'll just stitch that on with a sewing machine, and then you've got a little bit of the shininess coming through, but I think it'll look better with that fabric on. So I'm going to go ahead and do those bits, and then I'll come back. Okay, well I've added some bits to the front, this little name plaque, which I'm going to write, like a little chalkboard, I'm going to write Atlas Botanica. And I've added this pocket and nameplate. That's all ready for loading with some tags. And I'll carry on and I'll show you the decorating of a few pages. I've already done this first page. I've got a pocket there, and I've got another video where I've made these tags. I haven't sewn the pages in yet, because I may move things around, so, but I'm going to decorate these 2 pages today. I've made tags, and they're in other videos, so I'm going to use some of those to decorate. So this little specimen card I made, and I thought that would go quite nicely there. But I thought also it would make quite a nice pocket for this specimen card with the lavender in. So I'm going to glue this edge and see how that works out. I mean, sometimes these things are trial and error, aren't they? And they don't work out and you have to start again. But I think this, although I like it very much, I just want to add a few more bits to it. So I've been looking in my little box of bits and bobs. I thought I might, just to add a bit more interest, layer those up on there. It just draws the eye to something else on the page, doesn't it? And then on this side I'm going to use, I made these specimen cards out of a masterboard that I used, and I had a little bit left over, so I thought I would make a belly band here with this piece. But before I glue it down, I want to put a little frill along the bottom, either lace or just some fabric, but I haven't made that yet, so I'm going to go off to the sewing machine and make a little frill, not a paper frill but some fabric. And I've got this little bit left over. I may stick that on there, and I've made up these little beads, which was from a bracelet I had which broke, and I could add that there. And then I've got to find a tag for there. And I found this little butterfly, and I thought I might just pop him on there when I've inked him up a little bit. So I think that might look quite nice. Don't know what you think, but I'm going to go away and make some fabric frills and attach that, stick that down, and I think I will stick that there. I might ink up the edge of that, and then when I've done that I'll come back and show you and then see whether we can do another page. Bye for now. Okay, well, I've been working on this page, so that's stuck in, and I've put a little fabric frill down this just to add a bit of colour. Quite like that. That's going to slot in there, and then I've put a frill on the belly band. I've glued it here, and the fabric goes around the page, and then I've double-sided tape on there. A little butterfly, and I think I'm going to put this card in there, but I may add that as a little tab on there, but I'm not sure about that yet. So that's that page. So on this page, I don't want to do too much because the piece is so lovely. I've got this from a vintage book, and then I've got the waxed paper where I pressed flowers, and it's got such beautiful marks in it. I'm just going to leave that as it is. I think these were big daisies, and that might have been a fuchsia. But I thought I might just round the edges on this. I'm liking a rounded edge at the moment. We chop and change, don't we? Don't quite got that one right. And then I'm going to ink the edges on that. I could seal this down and make it a pocket, but I think it's quite nice to open it up, and then there's a lovely writing space there. But I'll put a little page tab on there, just some words that I've cut out of a book. Just put some glue on. Just have it off slightly. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so I'm just going to leave those pages, and then there's this lovely image here. I might put something in the corner, but I'm going to leave it for the moment. There's this plain page here that I wanted to work on. I've got one of the envelopes from the Atlas Botanica pack, which has folded up quite nicely, and I've inked the edges and glued it, and I've got one of the specimen cards that I've worked on. I'm going to pop that in there, and that I think I'm just going to pop over the page like that. I'm going to put a pin or something over the top there. Now this one, I made some glassine bags a little while back. It was on another video. This was one of them, and I'm going to glue that one down there. It's difficult to know which side, isn't it? Depends what I put on there, I suppose. And then I'll put another specimen card inside. So I think that will look nice. Now this side, I've intended making a little pocket to go on one of the pages out of some of the, this is a botanical book that I've just torn a piece of the index out of. So I think I'm going to make a little pocket there. So what I'll do is just glue that down, and then I'll cut along here so I can fold a flap over, and that will hold another specimen card if I make it just the right size. That could go there. I'll put it on the edge there. So I'm just going to glue that down, glue that together, and then pop it on this page. This is just a page that I pressed some leaves on, and it's given the textured imprint of the leaf, which is rather nice. So that makes a nice page there, and then the envelope will go over there. So I'll get on and do those bits, and then I'll come back. Okay, well, I'm getting there. I've stuck this on the page. I decided it would make quite a nice pocket for this little envelope rather than have it hidden. I was going to stick it on here, but I quite like the little envelope with just the writing on. I put a little stamp there, and inside I've put one of the little pressed flowers that I've pressed in during the summer, and then I put it through the laminator, so it's nicely sealed and it'll last for years and years. So I've popped that inside the envelope. I rounded the edges. Now I can either have it the flap up or down, but I quite like it up like that. So that's going in there. This one, the glassine bag I've stuck down, and it's got a little slide in there. But I just want to finish this off. I've put the beads on there. I'm going to find some bits. I wanted to put a specimen tag on there. I thought I would just layer it a bit like that. And the same over on this side. I just thought it needed something on there. But again, I may layer it. I've got a bit of this background paper that I used on the cover. That might be okay. Go there. Sometimes you have to live with these things for a little while and see whether they... I think that would be alright. I'll just ink this up a bit. This is paper that I've oiled previously on one of the design pages, and I had a bit left over, so I'm going to get these lids off. There. About right there. Just a question of choice, isn't it? How you like the look of things. I quite like the layered look. Put that around the right way. Yes, I think I have. Okay, well, I think that's come together quite nicely. So the next thing is, if those pages are right, I might put a label down here. I've got this page, which is half a page in here, and I thought I'd probably use, this was a masterboard that I cut up, just rounded the edges and stuck it to a bit of cardstock, and I think I'm going to pop that on there as a pocket. I think it'll be quite a nice pocket there. So I'll do that, and then I'll be back. I've stuck this in as a pocket. This lovely textured leaf on here, and then a tab that I've made. Pop in there, and then I've made some more fabric frills, and I thought on this side, this half page, I'm probably going to add that to it. And then I've got lots more pages to do, but I think that's it for today, and I'll come back and decorate a couple more pages with you, and then I'll do a flip through of the whole journal. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that. I had a nice day of crafting while it's been raining outside, so I'm really pleased. Okay, bye for now.